கெதுக்கு பொன் செல்வம் தேவையானது உயிர் நோக்கம்.
This happened to me when I was just 13 years of age. We went for a Dasara vacation, which was just about 15 days or so, and when we came back, we realized one of our classmates had died, a girl. In the vacation time, she died of pneumonia. So her brother, who was 1 year junior to us, came back and said she died in the vacation. So initially we thought this was fun and we tried to imitate a female voice and answer her attendance and things because they were still calling her name in the attendance book. But after some time, this just freaked me out. This girl is just our age, she was right here and she just evaporated. Where the hell is she? I thought she was going to come back after a few days, do the act and come back. But then I saw this is not an act, it's gone. This just got me up like this and I couldn't go to school for a few days. This is not something emotional or nothing, okay, I have nothing for that person as such, but just the intrigue that somebody who was real just like me, poof, search where you want. So I really wanted to know what the hell happens. It just so freaked my mind, I wanted to know. So I thought I'll go and see myself. Because I'm made like this, I want to go and see everything for myself. So I went and researched through my father's medicine cabinet. Then I found a bottle of barbiturates. Then I took them out, because it was opened, I counted, there were 98 of them. Then I just mildly inquired, how many does it take? They said an adult could die with 25, 30 tablets, they could die. Then I thought, I'm only 13, 98 is good enough. So I had lots of properties, many things, I won't tell you what all they are. I distributed all of them among my friends and I told a few of my friends, I'm going, I want to see what the hell this is. They thought I'm joking, they were happy I'm giving away things. They thought some nutcase is talking something. So I went home and I knew if I'm on an empty stomach, it'll be good, and I refused to eat my dinner. I said, I have stomach pain, I don't want to eat. And I swallowed 98 barbiturates and went to sleep. And then, I don't know what happened. After 3 days, I sort of opened my eyes and I was not in heaven or hell or anywhere. When I saw the rafters, I knew it was my dad's hospital. I immediately closed my eyes, I thought I knew I was in the wrong place. 3 days, they gave me all kinds of stomach washes and they kept me on drip and they did every kind of possible thing and they didn't let me go. 3 days later, after all that, I still did not know anything. All I knew was I blanked out for 3 days and I was in a hospital bed. Then I knew this is not the way to find out. So, what happens after that? Then I spent lots of time in cremation grounds wanting to find out. People told me they saw ghosts here, this will happen, that will happen. Every damn place they said is haunted, I'll go and sleep there that night. They said this day it didn't come. But this whole exercise of being in the cremation grounds, almost on a daily basis, got me one thing 100% clear: mortality. Very clear, no doubts about myself. I know this is time-bound. Once you know it's time-bound, you'll organize your life efficiently. You think you're here forever, so there is so much time to do so many things which are absolutely unnecessary for you. Right now, all kinds of idiotic things are done. So many unnecessary words, so many unnecessary actions, so many unnecessary ghosts created simply because you think you're immortal. If you knew experientially you're mortal, as you're sitting here, it's slipping away, your life, isn't it? Yes or no? As you sit here, it's slipping away. If you are conscious of this, do you have time to quarrel with somebody, do some other rubbish? No, you would do only what really matters to you. If every human being did what only really matters to them, this world would be a completely different place. So coming to terms with mortality is most important. At the earliest age, if you come to terms with mortality, it's best because you'll organize your life sensibly. This is a sensitive issue because the men and women on the borders are sticking their life out every day. We bow down to them for their services to the country. All of us are well and doing what we have to do only because you are doing what you have to do, otherwise we wouldn't be able to do what we are doing. Death is a constant companion for everybody. I'm not trying to belittle this, but a soldier is more conscious of this than anybody else. Most other people believe generally that other people die. They never think they die. But a soldier knows he or she can die any moment. So that awareness makes the job very different from almost anything else that we can do. We must understand this, that in this country, one of the greatest teachings that have happened in this country, I'm not an expert on this, but one of the greatest teachings that is hugely recognized in India and across the planet by many, many learned people is the Gita. You must understand, Krishna chose to give the teaching in the battlefield. He could have done it. 12, 13 years they were in the jungle, peaceful jungles. He could have given the teaching there, they could have set up an ashram and given a teaching, but he chose battlefield because a human being never realizes the nature of who or she is unless mortality is hanging in their face. The reason why I'm constantly talking about death, I refer to people's death, but then it becomes very oppressive if I keep on talking about their death, so I keep talking about my death. To a point where recently somebody asked, is Sadhguru healthy? Is something wrong with his health? Nothing wrong with my health. But you may be healthy, but you still die. You may be young, you may still die. You may be fit, but you still die. Only when you're conscious of your mortality, exploring the nature of my existence becomes a natural aspiration. What is beyond this body? I'm not trying to belittle the situation of the Jawans and the officers who work on the borders, facing extreme situations and danger and death in real time, not as a concept, real time. I'm not trying to in any way belittle that, but I'm saying this is also a tremendous place where one to turn inward, because it is natural for a human being, when you are conscious of death, you want to know what is beyond this body. And that longing is called spiritual process. It doesn't matter what is your gender, caste, creed, religion, everybody must have one little spot within themselves which is beyond their body, which is beyond their mind. If this comes into their experience, when the time comes, either in natural ways or in unnatural ways, when time comes to shed this body, you will do this very gracefully. For every human being, I'm not just saying for a soldier, for every human being it will come. You don't know when it will come. But if you had an experience beyond this body, beyond this mind, your ability to handle this aspect of life would be incredibly better than the way it is right